Egypt, beaten 12-4 by Brazil, but they came through strongly in the opening phase. They lost against the Netherlands, but they beat both Thailand and Uruguay. Egypt have played a refreshing brand of attacking football. It's a young squad and it can only get better. They choose from 12, Wahil Abdullah and Mohamed Abdelhamid are missing injured. Russia, European champions, after beating Spain. They look set to progress to the semi-finals. Konstantin EREMENKO has managed a goal in every game here and 120 in 62 internationals for his country. It's a phenomenal record. There's the Egyptian coach, Imad Mohamed Haag. Delighted with the progress his team have made during these championships. So too can that man, Mikhail Bondarev, the Russian coach. Up until last September he was in charge of the Dina Moscow club, and significantly a number of the Dina Moscow players are included in the Russian squad for these championships. 14 players in a futsal squad, substitutions at any time. Encourages fast and flowing football. The idea is to keep the game moving. So we're all set to get underway here. Egypt playing in the red shirts. Russia have switched, they're playing in blue shirts and red shorts. There is EREMENKO, and that's Pohon Andy Wong, official from Hong Kong. Alongside him is Antonin Herzog of the Czech Republic. Final check of the watches. Russians just discussing amongst themselves their plan of attack. Most of their attacks tend to be led by Konstantin EREMENKO. Timekeeper's bench. You can see the 5 there laid down on the bench. Of course, in futsal, whenever a team commits 6 fouls, they concede a penalty from the 10-meter mark. And in discipline by Argentina, cost them dear against Russia in the opening fixture. VERZIHNIKOV scored twice from the penalty mark for Russia, who are now in possession of the ball. We're finally underway. Here's EREMENKO. Now Mikhail Markin. Good interception there by Temur Ismail, who didn't start the game against Brazil. Temur Ismail, who scored one of the goals of the tournament against Brazil when he charged upfield. There's always a danger when a team presses forward, as the Brazilians were doing against Egypt, that they will leave some gaps in defence. And Egypt certainly with the pace to punish the Russians. But the Russians with one of the tightest defences in the championship so far. A good early opening for Egypt. Side Abdel it was who was trying to work her way through there with ARAFA Said. Said has scored in all 4 games so far. VERZIHNIKOV. Now EREMENKO. Great economy of movement here from the Russians. EREMENKO to try and turn the ball back across the face of goal. Here come Egypt again with their skipper. Ismail, and a chance, and a goal! Nader SOLIMAN has scored it after brilliant work by skipper Temur Ismail. A stunning blow that for Russia, and what a start for Egypt. Temur Ismail so strong and so powerful coming forward there, and Denisov couldn't hold the shot. Nader SOLIMAN it was coming in, who just able to bundle the ball over the goal line. Great start for Egypt. Now we've really got a game on here. But back come Russia, and it's the skipper once more to get the ball to safety for Egypt. What a start to this game. That wasn't too far away from being the equaliser. Markin hammering the ball just wide. Nader, SOLIMAN. 4 goals in these championships, one of them from the penalty spot. Nader, SOLIMAN here with a central role, but only too happy to get forward to support the Egyptian attack. Of course, futsal is all about attacking football. It's about players being comfortable in possession, comfortable on the ball, and comfortable in defence as well as attack. Egypt hosted the African tournament. They went to the finals in '96 when they were third in a group, a tough group including Spain, Ukraine and Australia. They were very impressive in African qualifying, beating Morocco. It was 3-2. They then hammered Libya 9-1 and South Africa 18-2. Here come Russia. Already Russia ringing the changes. They usually keep players on for a couple of minutes before they make the changes. MALYSHEV there just hammering a shot against the foot of the post, but back come Egypt once more with SOLIMAN. Great skills by SOLIMAN, and he appeals there for a free kick on the edge of the defensive D. It's fast and furious. The Russians now know that they're in a game. That was the earlier effort from MALYSHEV, which hammered against the inside of the post. Egypt have had a chance and taken it. The Russians have had one and been denied by an upright. Real buzz around El Domo. 3 minutes play. Egypt on the attack again with ARAFA Saeed. Abdel. Now the skipper Ismail is really relishing this, and they've got another goal! Wonderful goal by ARAFA Saeed. Oh, it's getting better and better for Egypt. Totally unexpected. They're 2 up after barely 3 minutes play. A fantastic through ball that from the skipper. Such vision. And ARAFA Saeed just nipping inside the D there. He was totally unmarked, wasn't picked up by AGAPHONOV, and Egypt now are 2-0 up against Russia. This could be one of the surprises of the tournament. Egypt, the European champion, Russia rather, the European champions, trailing by 2 goals to 0. Catch on the ball now for Russia. More fine work though by TAMER Ismail, used sparingly against Egypt, but on from the start here and making an impression from the start against Russia. He's had a say in both goals. The first one was a shot which was charged down and then put in on the rebound. And here come Egypt again with Abdel. They're growing in confidence. Russia make more changes. Tenacious work there by Abdel. EREMENKO back on now for Russia. Here's Markin. Good work by ARAFA Saeed. ARAFA Saeed has had a good tournament. Agiko is the club he plays for. He's scored now in all 5 games, and that was a hefty challenge on ARAFA Saeed. Real anguish in the eyes there. Markin showing that the Russians now mean business. Challenge from behind. You can't slide in futsal. ARAFA Saeed down injured, and a stretcher is now being called for. But it's ARAFA Saeed who has given Egypt a 2-goal lead. But now they've got problems. The goal scorer of their second goal, the scorer of 5 goals in these championships, making a superb intervention there to get in behind AGAPHONOV, is now being taken off on a stretcher. Well, this is a big blow for Egypt. ARAFA Saeed there in real agony. It seems to be the left thigh which is damaged. Ice pack about to be applied. And Egypt here with a few problems. They were already without Abdullah and Abdel Hamid, both injured, so they started with 12, including 2 goalkeepers. Now, in effect, they're down to 11, unless they can do some important repair work on ARAFA Saeed. EREMENKO now with VERZIHNIKOV just ahead of him. EREMENKO! SOLIMAN trying to get a foot in. EREMENKO to assess all the options for Russia. Russia looking so good when they do get forward, but they've surrendered possession once more, and Abdel is on the charge forward here for Egypt. He had 2 up with him. Should have done better really with Abdullah forward there, and also the skipper Ismail. Despite ALEKBEROV's best efforts, the ball had gone out of play. Egypt will here have the kick in. Egypt now relieved that ARAFA Saeed is back on his feet, although he is still limping. Egypt actually lost their first choice goalkeeper in the game against Brazil when AYMAN took a knock in the face. But he's out there and he's playing at the moment, and he's got to be on his toes here. EREMENKO, great running from EREMENKO, and what a fabulous reply from EREMENKO. A goal in every game in this tournament. 6 times Player of the Year in Russia. And an astonishing 121 goals now for his country. Terrific finish that by EREMENKO. Look at the ground he made up here. His run took him away from the defenders, and even though there was a covering marker on the line, SOLIMAN, EREMENKO was able to pounce and to give Russia some hope. It's 2-1 now to Egypt. What a great record EREMENKO's got in futsal. Russians again have made their changes. Only seem to have players on the surface for 2 minutes. MALYSHEV. Now Katschuk. BELYI. Good movement here from Russia. Katschuk creating the opening for himself, and Temur Ismail, who managed to get across and get a deflection on the ball. This is EREMENKO's run. Such great poison balance there. And what a shot. There was a lot of power in that. AGAPHONOV. MALYSHEV. MALYSHEV once more. Here to get a foot in. The Russians now beginning to boss the midfield. Is Katschuk. BELYI just ahead of him, still with Katschuk. Fine goalkeeping there. Nassif quickly off his line. Katschuk at full tilt. Goalkeeper was brave and he just did enough. Katschuk overrunning the ball. Nicely done by YOUSSEF. Sabry Abdel again. Egypt not afraid to get players forward. That's handball, and it's going to be a yellow card for Katschuk. Right in front of our senior official here, who is Andy Wong. Oh, and they've got another goal! Oh, Egypt! It's getting better and better. This time it's Maratia straight from the free kick. Well, they conceded a goal. It was a time when maybe Russia would have anticipated pressing home the sudden lift they'd been given, but they've been caught out. Maratia has got another one now for Egypt. It's 3-1. And here they come again. MOHAMED, who's one of their more creative players, and they've scored once more. It took a deflection, but MOHAMED will take all the credit. Brilliant individual goal. Egypt have produced some of the players of the tournament. He's in tears, he can't quite believe it. The stadium can't quite believe it. A fantastic run from MOHAMED. Denisov was committed, and there was just a deflection there of AGAPHONOV. But the run was worthy of a goal, and Egypt have got the goal. They lead 4-1. He has had a very good tournament. Egypt have had an excellent tournament, and it's getting better for them. There's a foul there. Abdel it was who took out Markin. Markin very forceful in the centre of the field for Russia. EREMENKO over the free kick. ALEKBEROV also there. Markin might fancy having a go. VERZIHNIKOV, the skipper, is now inside the D. EREMENKO. Wall stood firm. Another chance for EREMENKO. Cleverly done by EREMENKO. Here's ALEKBEROV. VERZIHNIKOV. EREMENKO to take on Abdel. Egypt unlucky there. It was Abdel who tried to free MOHAMED once more. This is better from Russia. Good save, brilliant save. Not once but twice there. But still Russia come. And the goalkeeper was again in a position to try and get in the way of Markin's effort. But he did fantastically well, first of all, to make not one but two blocks from VERZIHNIKOV. Total commitment now from Egypt. They're aware that they may be in sight of a famous victory. Brilliant goalkeeping this, and such awareness to be able to recover and to make the second block, and then to get on his feet just as Markin came in to shoot. EREMENKO just touched off the ball. Egypt better than some of their scores have suggested in these championships. They were very unlucky against the Netherlands. They dominated the opening 20 minutes. They had so many chances, but 4 times they were caught on the counter-attack, and they eventually lost 5-3. But they've beaten Thailand 7-0. They've beaten Uruguay 4-2. They've scored 4 against Brazil, and that was terrifically nicely done by Sabry Abdel. Just took the ball out to play, though. Everybody is comfortable on the ball. Everybody wants the ball. Everybody wants to get forward with the ball. VERZIHNIKOV. Now EREMENKO. VERZIHNIKOV once more. Denisov coming out of his goal area. We're almost at the halfway point now in the first half. This is better from Russia. Another good save by Nassif. Wonderful control here from Sabry Abdel. Just overran the ball. And there wasn't much in that, but here come Egypt once more. That was another good chance for Samir. Russia without their normal discipline in defence. Russia with more shots on goal. Egypt by far more effective. 5 attempts on target for Egypt. 4 of them have finished in the back of the net. VERZIHNIKOV. Took the ball too far. There you see the advantage of having the second official on the pitch. Antonin Herzog on the near side, right up with play. MOHAMED. SABRY. Here's Atia. Came off VERZIHNIKOV. MOHAMED. ARAFA Saeed. Atia now. Worth a try from SABRY. A sharp challenge there by Samir Atia. EREMENKO really felt that. Significant now that Russia have made a goalkeeping change. SAMOKHIN has come on. He's more comfortable playing outside the D. Goalkeepers can come out in futsal. And here we are, Russia chasing the game already, and we're only halfway through the first half. AGAPHONOV. Katschuk. Atia. Pushed it forward by SABRY. Katschuk now with BELYI just ahead of him. AGAPHONOV. It's taken wide there by SABRY. There's a lot for him to contemplate now, the Russian coach Mikhail Bondarev. Great skill again by MOHAMED, surrounded by blue shirts, and his tenacity has won the kick-in here for Egypt. Kick-ins as opposed to throw-ins in futsal, all designed to keep the game flowing. ARAFA Sahir, now MOHAMED, who's scored a tremendous goal and has provided some great vision there to lob the ball forward towards Samir Atia. Antonin Herzog, the official, suggested the foot was high. Russia have the free kick, and another good save there by Nasif. Katschuk with great pace to get forward very, very quickly there for Russia. On by SABRY. Just too much height on the long pass that time. Egypt comfortable on the ball. Great close control, great skill, but equally adept at trying to change the pace of the game by using the long ball tactic. Russia always try to change the pace of the game by making several substitutions at one time. EREMENKO. Markin trying to make an angle for him, and here is Markin. Pushed ALEKBEROV inside the D. EREMENKO now age 30, once scored 6 in a game against Moldova. Determined defending by Egypt. Russia have the free kick here. Markin currently assessing all the options. He's got VERZIHNIKOV just ahead of him. Here's EREMENKO. Now Markin. Shot was half blocked by Temur Ismail. Skipper shot is fired against EREMENKO. Foul count at the moment is 3 against Egypt, 2 against Russia. Don't forget that when we get to 6, there will be a penalty from the 10-meter mark. Egypt have to guard against that, particularly if they're on the back foot for the rest of this first half. They'll be satisfied with their efforts so far, though. They lead by 4-1. It could be one of the big surprises of this tournament. EREMENKO there had nowhere to go. Russia tried to inject a bit more pace. A lot of movement already from Russia. ALEKBEROV. VERZIHNIKOV. Closed down quickly by Ismail. EREMENKO now playing in a much deeper role. Russia have pushed too forward inside the D. That was almost a rugby union clearance by AYMAN, the goalkeeper, who's managed to relieve some of the pressure on the Egyptian back line. Ball sent deep into the Russian half. Russia again make 2 substitutions. AGAPHONOV now on the ball. Another good block. SABRY sliding in ahead of his goalkeeper. Kachchuk. AGAPHONOV. Good shot. Great save as well. Goalkeeper didn't see that until late. And here comes Ismail for Egypt, but he's stood on the ball and he's given possession away. Chance for Russia to counter-attack now with Kachchuk. Mazy run from Kachchuk. And another good block there. Egypt getting bodies between the Russians and their own goal. Great save again by AYMAN, who came to these championships as the number 2 choice for Egypt. He's taken over from MOHAMED, who, together with the skipper, Temur, went to the championships 4 years ago in Spain. AGAPHONOV. Now Kachchuk. BELYI just ahead of them. Good run by AGAPHONOV. Tenacious work as well there by ARAFA. Egypt there giving the ball away. Sloppy pass by Aitia. Will they be punished? BELYI couldn't quite create the angle for himself. He's had a good tournament though. Arkadiy BELYI, very quick and nimble. Russia with all the possession, 63% now. They're unable to create an opening against an Egyptian side who've learned from the mistakes they made in their opening game against the Netherlands, a name which they should have won but trailed 4-0 at half-time. They've tightened up a lot defensively. They haven't been thrown either by the goal which EREMENKO pulled back when it was 2-0 to Egypt. SABRY ARAFA. YOUSSEF just trying to head the ball forward back towards Saeed. Futsal, you can kick the ball as well as head it, unlike the 5-a-side game. That shot from VERZIHNIKOV into the side netting. Russia have had their chances. Stout defending here from Egypt. And that was nicely done. YOUSSEF picking out ARAFA. Ismail on the ball. Here's Abdel, 2 forward here for Egypt. ARAFA. That was a nasty challenge. Well, surely he was taken from behind there. It was right in front of Anton Herzog of the Czech Republic, and he was unimpressed. Back come Russia. Another solid challenge by SABRY. EREMENKO. Nicely done by EREMENKO. Has terrific balance and poise, EREMENKO. He's quite a tall player, but he's got the ability to deceive defenders with just a drop of the shoulder. Egypt will be delighted with their first half effort. They've been able to get players behind the ball when they haven't had possession, and they've had the ability and the speed to get plenty forward when they've got possession, and they've won another corner. YOUSSEF shot deflected out. They've made another substitution. They're trying to increase the tempo here. Temur Ismail, their skipper, has gone off to be replaced by Mahmoud Mohamed. He's on the ball now. Nicely done by Mahmoud Mohamed, who's turned out to be one of the stars of the tournament because of his ability. ARAFA Saeed. Now Mohamed. Youssef Mohamed alongside him. Abdel. They just can't get the ball away from him. Oh, terrific work there by Mahmoud Mohamed, and a shot coming in from ARAFA Saeed. It's been a good first half to watch this. Wonderful skill on the ball again here by Mahmoud Mohamed. Tenacious work by Youssef Mohamed. Now Mahmoud Mohamed. Oh! Good effort by Mahmoud Mohamed. He's relishing the challenge here. Mahmoud Mohamed, only 22. It's a relatively inexperienced Egyptian squad. They've got better and better as the tournament has worn on. A nice change of pace there by the player who was coming in, VERZIHNIKOV. But back come Egypt now with ARAFA Saeed. MALYSHEV. BELYI just ahead of him. BELYI just stepped over the ball there. Complete breakdown in communication amongst the Russians. BELYI expecting AGAPHONOV to come forward. He's away again. It's Mahmoud Mohamed. Well, he's got terrific skill, and he's playing with such confidence now. BELYI. SABRY Abdel defending well. Abdel has done well trying to organise things at the back here for Egypt. AGAPHONOV. Kachchuk. SABRY Abdel again to try and get a footing. Russia trying to press forward the two wide players whenever they can. AGAPHONOV and MALYSHEV eager to get forward to supplement the two currently playing up front, who are Kachchuk alongside BELYI. MALYSHEV. Here is Kachchuk. Starting to a bit of a disjointed now from Russia. Normally play with so much fluency, but they're finding it difficult to break down a very well organised Egyptian defence. BELYI. Here's AGAPHONOV. Oh, wonderful goal by AGAPHONOV. Oh, he really enjoyed that. Domo enjoyed that. Terrific strike, and he's done his job. He's about to be substituted. What a strike that was. Goalkeeper didn't see it till late. Did his best to get a hand to it, but the power of the shot beat him as much as anything. Egypt 4, Russia 2. A timeout has been called. AGAPHONOV. Brilliant strike by AGAPHONOV, his second goal in these championships now. He's managed one assist, but he did that all on his own. It's a brilliant shot. BELYI teed him up nicely, and that was really flying on the way past Nader. It's given Russia a lift. Just 25 seconds of the first half now remain. Egypt lead by 4 goals to 2. They won't want to surrender possession. is stopped once more. There was an infringement there. Somebody got inside the centre circle before play had started, or Egypt had kicked off again. Egypt happy to let Russia have the ball as long as they don't get it too far inside the Egyptian half. Oh, they pulled another one back. ALEKBEROV. Well, it's going horribly wrong now for Egypt. Comfortably in control with only 25 seconds of the first half remaining. Then they conceded a second goal. Now with 6 seconds of the half remaining, they've conceded a third goal. Nicely played by EREMENKO. And another great shot there by ALEKBEROV coming in. Took a couple of deflections on the way in, but it doesn't matter to the Russians. They're now just one goal in arrears. And that's the end of a terrific first half. We've seen some outstanding action here at El Domo during the past 10 days. Egypt and Russia playing their part. Egypt surprisingly leading by 4 goals to 1 at one stage in the first half, but Russia, with 2 goals in the final minute of the first half, are really making a game of it. Terrific entertainment again at El Domo at half-time. It's Egypt 4, Russia 3.
改正の考え方、 ットサルの特徴を生かすスピーディーさを助長しよう、それからフェアプレーを確保しよう、これについてはですねやはり3つぐらいなポイントがあるのかと思います。でその一つはまずハーフウェイラインを越えてゴールキーパーがボールを投げていい。これまではハーフウェイラインを越えてゴールキーパーはボールを投げることができませんでした。やはりゴールキーパーというのは特殊な存在ですのでそのプレーには制限がありました。しかしながら今度の改正でゴールキーパーはトップのプレイヤーに直接正確なパスが投げられる。そうすればスピーディーにプレーが展開できる、あるいはそこから速い得点が生まれるということもあると思います。もう一つはそのフットサルのピッチというのは縦が40メートル横が20メートル、大体そうなんですけども、このピッチを全て広く使うことができるんじゃないかと。2つ目のポイントです。自由な交代というものがより進められることになりました。今まではボールがインプレー中に自由に交代できるのはフィールドプレーヤーだけだったんですね。でこれがゴールキーパーも含められるということになりました。フットサルでは4秒ルールというものが適用されて、何でも早く観客や選手を飽きさせないような速いプレーが求められてますね。でゴールキーパーの交代についても、ボールがインプレー中にやっていいよということがあると思います。でこれはですね、フィールドプレーヤーがゴールキーパーのユニフォームを着て、ピッチに立って5人でプレーをする。もちろんそのゴールキーパーとしての資質が、能力というものが高くないんで、リスクではあると思うんですけども、逆に言うと攻撃的になると、こういうプレーができるようになったということがあると思います。もう一つ、3つ目となると思いますけれども、これまで、反則を1チーム6つ重ねると第2 PK ペナルティーマークから壁がないゴールキーパーと1対1のフリーキックが与えられました。でこの距離がこれまではゴールラインから12メートルのところでした。しかしながら今年の改正でゴールラインから10メートルのところになりました。10メートルというとやはりそこから壁がなくてゴールキーパーと1対1であれば非常に得点のチャンスが生まれると思います。これは得点のチャンスを増やすということでもあるんですけれども、やはり反則をより少なくしようと。フットサルっていうのはサッカーのそのエッセンスのようなゲームです。反則をなるべく少なくしてフェアプレーに徹して行ってくださいというようなところなのかと思います。
日本フットサル連盟はですね、本年今まで20数年の歴史の中で初めて改組再編という形で取らせていただきまして、全国の地域にの代表の理事を入れていただいて、それで各地域にまで全国展開ができるようにという組織を改編しました。その中で日本フットサル連盟がこれからやらなきゃいけないこととかということが自然と出てきたわけですけど、その中でやっぱり一番大事なことはリーグ戦を各地域でやっていただこうということに、決めましてですね、各地域にできるだけ早い時期にリーグ戦を展開していただいて、それでそのトータルの中でその上には日本を代表するリーグが将来的にできればというのを目標にですね、競技性の一つはそれがあります。それからもう一つは、普及ということではサッカーのファミリーがたくさん増えるように、我々の中で、いつでもどこでも誰でもという理念のもとにですね、多くの方がサッカーを愛し、それでフットサルの愛好者になっていただいてですね、サッカーファミリーを拡大していくというのが、一つの狙いであります。
welcome back from me, Tony Jones, to El Domo, the 4th FIFA Futsal World Championship. And here we are in Group E in the second phase on the possibility of a big upset. Egypt leading the European champions Russia 4-3 at half-time. It was 4-1, and the Russians then scored twice in 20 seconds to make it 4-3. Goals from AGAPHONOV and ALEKBEROV. The atmosphere and the tempo has started to warm up already. It's a hot and humid night here in Guatemala City. It's going to be warmed down on the playing surface. Promises to be a hot evening as well for the players down there. A very anxious night, certainly now for the Egyptian players who performed so well during the first half. How will they respond though now that Russia have scored those 2 goals? And it was AGAPHONOV who got one of the 2 goals, which has given Russia some hope, who came charging forward there. Ipswich have had, Egypt rather, had a very good tournament. Egypt have had a very good tournament indeed. SABRY Abdel on the ball. Temur Ismail, the skipper, surging run forward by Ismail. SABRY Abdel. Russia now with the opportunity to build again with Arkadiy BELYI. MALYSHEV. Now Katschuk. Promising start this at the start of the second half by Russia. AGAPHONOV. Katschuk trying to create an opening, but here come Egypt. They've been able to smuggle the ball to safety, and they've got a break on here. Very good break by ARAFA. Russia defending in great numbers, getting players behind the ball when they haven't got possession. They want to make changes. They're keen on making changes after every 2 minutes of play. It's a tactic which has been a feature of this tournament. For the moment, they're prepared to bring on just 2 new players. One of them is Hakim, who's just on the ball on the far side before releasing it to AGAPHONOV. ARAFA. Oh! Was aware that SAMOKHIN, the goalkeeper, was off his line. Element of surprise in the shot there from ARAFA. AGAPHONOV. Shuchko was just ahead of him, trying to make a nuisance of himself in front of the goalkeeper, AYMAN Nazif. Russia have the kick in. BELYI couldn't quite square the ball away to AGAPHONOV. Here comes Ismail, leading by example, the Egyptian skipper. And they've managed to win the corner. Incisive break forward there by Egypt. Temur Ismail so strong and so powerful. Brushes aside the challenges. ARAFA. But here come Russia again with Shuchko. Now EREMENKO. And it was just too far in front of Vladislav Shuchko. Shuchko didn't feature during the opening 20 minutes. Scored his first goals for his country again, the game against Australia, a game which the Russians won 10-1. At 24, he's one of the younger players in the squad. And determined goalkeeping there by AYMAN Nazif, who was outstanding in the first half, but there's a problem here for Nazif. The goalkeeper was hurt in the game against Brazil, a game which Egypt lost 12-4, and then he took a really nasty knock on the shins there. Goalkeeper's down once more. isn't a major problem now for Nazif. Just needs to do some repair work to his shoelaces. Clock is stopped in futsal. We have 20 minutes of playing time. Clock is stopped once the ball goes off the pitch. Here's VERZIHNIKOV, the Russian skipper. Now EREMENKO, their most creative player. Great trickery by Ismail, and he did well to just shoo the pass out to ARAFA Saeed. There's great danger there that he would have been caught in possession. You sense that the skipper, now age 32 and playing in his last World Final, is enjoying this big occasion. He's enjoying the way in which he and his team are playing. The eyes aware and alert to the danger that Russia are always likely to pose when they come forward. Nothing too fancy about Russia's play, but they move the ball well. Marking. Now EREMENKO. Some positive signs here for the Russians. Determined play by Nader SOLIMAN, who in the first half was very effective in defence. ALEKBEROV. EREMENKO. Nader SOLIMAN once more to get a footing. Egypt here happy to sit back. Abdel Sabdu this time to get in a block to deny Russia another scoring opportunity. Egyptian supporters are beating their drums. They'll be delighted with the showing of their squad in this 4th FIFA Futsal World Championship. Impressive and lucky against the Netherlands. Impressive and winners against Thailand and Uruguay. And impressive in patches against the 3 times world champions Brazil. Well, in the end, Brazil won 12-4. And Brazil in action in our next game in El Domo tonight, our next game in Group E. It's Brazil against Argentina. Brazil already in irresistible form. They've scored 57 goals, which is more than they managed in the entire tournament back in 1996. AGAPHONOV now as Russia start to build the game from the back. MALYSHEV. Katschuk. Now BELYI. Good approach play here from Russia. AGAPHONOV. AGAPHONOV. And a terrific block there. MOHAMED it was who got in quickly to whisk the ball away from Katschuk. Here come Russia once more. Another fine save though by AYMAN Nazif. Good recovery, so aware there of where the ball was inside the D. And a chance here for Egypt to break quickly. Great skills by Abdel, but back come Russia. This is an enjoyable second half. It was an enjoyable first half, and there's another chance for Abdel. And now Abdel. SABRY Abdel breaking forward there to support Abdel, and it's SABRY Abdel who's now raced back to take up defensive duties as Russia start to mount another attack. AGAPHONOV. SABRY Abdel to get across and to get the ball away from BELYI. Russia continue to be patient. At 4-1 they seem to be completely out of it. At 4-3 they knew that they had a chance again. But will this be one of the big surprises of this tournament? Russia, the European champions, trailing Egypt, the sole representatives from Africa, by 4 goals to 3. Shuchko. AGAPHONOV now. Here's BELYI. Chuganov has come on for Russia, and it's Chuganov on the ball. Chuganov and Shuchko, 2 players who didn't feature during the first half. Chuganov again, nicely done. Terrific turn inside the D there by AGAPHONOV. AGAPHONOV went to ground, but there's no complaint from the Russian player. AGAPHONOV only too aware that he had to get back to try and get a challenge there on MOHAMED, and here come Russia again. Egypt, though, able to regroup. They're playing the Russians at their own game, really, getting players behind the ball whenever they lose possession. EREMENKO, and EREMENKO, a rare slip by him. MOHAMED did well to keep the ball in play. He's got Abdel just ahead of him. Abdel to take on EREMENKO. EREMENKO able to get a foot in, and Abdel there very nearly able to release MOHAMED once more. An exciting period of play. Egypt in effect here with 3 defensive players out. Abdel the one who's most likely to get forward, but it's Russia who are coming forward here. Hakim was well placed to shoot there, but he wanted too much time on the ball, wanted to try and get the pass out to ALEKBEROV. EREMENKO, that was a foul, and it's come right on the edge of the D. Dangerous position this for Egypt. 12 minutes of the second half remain, the first foul of the second half. It's being conceded by Egypt. Hakim and EREMENKO, the 2 over the free kick here for Russia. The skipper VERZIHNIKOV is inside the D. ALEKBEROV is in a good position perhaps to launch a shot at goal. What will Russia conjure up here? EREMENKO, great block. Took the combined efforts of Abdel and ARAFA to deny him. 40 attempts on goal for Russia, just 14 for Egypt. But Egypt economical with their possession and also clinical in front of goal. 4 goals for Egypt. It's been a sterling performance by Egypt, a great performance by Egypt. Russia, the European champions, and here with it all to do. If Egypt should go on and win this, it sets up an enticing final game. It'll be Brazil versus Russia. Came off Samir. Russia have the kicking. ALEKBEROV. VERZIHNIKOV here. Egypt with another opportunity to regroup. Seldom in this second half are they straying outside their own half, but they've got players with pace. They're players who are quick to get forward when Egypt have the ball. Russia can't afford any more mistakes. EREMENKO. Now VERZIHNIKOV. ALEKBEROV. EREMENKO. VERZIHNIKOV. EREMENKO. Shot was drilled against Atiyah's shins. Almost at the halfway point now in the second half. EREMENKO, another block by Atiyah. It's a tumble inside the D there by VERZIHNIKOV. ALEKBEROV on the ball. EREMENKO to take on Samir Atiyah, and fouled by Samir Atiyah. Free kick in another dangerous position for Egypt. Free kick from a yard or two away from the D is sometimes more effective than a free kick on the edge of the D. Gives the attacking players a better angle to have a shot at goal. 3 over the ball. ALEKBEROV, VERZIHNIKOV and Hakim. It was intended for EREMENKO, and it's been intercepted by Abdel. Terrific skill by Abdel. Couldn't quite find the finish. Samir Atiyah was chasing forward with him, but Abdel with terrific pace. He was a good 10 meters ahead of the following player then, Samir Atiyah. Again, it's Russia who have the ball and have the chance to create another opening, and what a miss that was by BELYI. It was a difficult angle for Arkadiy BELYI. MALYSHEV, who got well forward there for Russia. There's always a danger when Russia get to the byline and are able to square the ball across the goal D. And that's exactly what happened there, but there was a deflection which perhaps affected BELYI as he shaped to shoot. Egypt have the free kick. Atiyah to take it. It's a follow-up effort by SABRY Abdel, which was well wide. Sterling work in defence for Egypt by SABRY Abdel. He and Samir have done very well at the back, and then it was SABRY Abdel who got well forward. And another vital interception by SABRY Abdel. He's through one challenge, and he's done well to pick out ARAFA Saeed. Egypt warming to their task. They're aware that there's less than 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes perhaps away from a famous win, but Russia always a threat, always dangerous when they come forward. More sterling defending in there by Egypt, and particularly SABRY Abdel. ARAFA Saeed. The crowd are enjoying this. SABRY Abdel. Atiyah. ARAFA Saeed. All Egypt guilty of giving the ball away. AGAPHONOV. AGAPHONOV well forward again. Anxious moments these for AYMAN Nazif, the Egyptian goalkeeper, who's played so well here. Egypt have played well, defended well, but more defending to be done. Russia with an impressive record in futsal. They were third in Spain in '96. They also went to the championships in '92. The current European champions. They beat Spain in a penalty shootout. This will be a major upset should Egypt go on and win, and there's 2 against 1 here. Surely now chance for another goal. Oh, magnificent save that by SAMOKHIN. Brilliant stop from Atiyah, who's so eager to get forward and was well forward there to support ARAFA Saeed. But here come Egypt once more. And this player's got pace. It's MOHAMED. Terrific skills on the ball, terrific balance as well. Look at that from MAHMOUD. Surely now, and SAMOKHIN just able to see the ball out of play. Well, that was a fine effort from Samir Atiyah. Good goalkeeping by SAMOKHIN. Markin. VERZIHNIKOV. Markin once more. Slip, no foul. MOHAMED. Here he is again. Sat on the ball, and he's won the free kick. So difficult for anybody to get in a challenge against MOHAMED. He's got mesmerising skills. At the moment, though, MOHAMED doesn't look too comfortable. Egypt thought they had problems in the first half when ARAFA Saeed had to go off injured, but he's now able to continue. Mops come out again. There was a problem here at Domo earlier today when the Dutch were training. There was a storm in Guatemala City, and it was suddenly discovered that the roof here at Domo leaked. So the training session had to be abandoned while mopping up operations continued, but they've dried the mops out, and now they're back on the playing surface to get rid of the perspiration which was coming off Mahmoud Mohamed. So important that the playing area is dry. It's a very fast and furious game. There's this futuristic roof here at El Domo. It's a magnificent complex. Holds 7,500 people, and it's really buzzing at the moment in anticipation of the arrival of the Brazilians, and perhaps here a major shock. Can Egypt hang on? Can they beat the European champions? It's been a dogged performance by Egypt. ARAFA Saeed over the ball. The pass was returned to him far too quickly. Wasn't anticipating that from Samir. Russia now with the opportunity to come forward with EREMENKO. Here's ALEKBEROV. VERZIHNIKOV. Solid challenge there on Markin. Right in front of Andy Wong. Play allowed to continue. An opening now for EREMENKO, but another good save by Nassif. Had to be positive, had to claim the ball, and that's what he did. And great vision. What a crossfield pass that was there from the skipper Temur Ismail, who caught Russia out in the first half when he launched the ball upfield. That created a goal for ARAFA Saeed, but it's Russia attacking again with EREMENKO. VERZIHNIKOV. EREMENKO once more. So difficult to shake off the ball. That was a good turn by EREMENKO. Did well to pick out ALEKBEROV. Markin trying to get his foot around the ball, but he can't get the better of Abu. And here come Egypt again with Temur Ismail. Temur Ismail! Oh, it slipped straight through the goalkeeper's hands, but it went wide of the post. Roar of approval from the crowd inside El Domo. And SAMOKHIN, the goalkeeper, very, very fortunate there. Great run and great power from Temur Ismail. Good shot too. Goalkeeper was just pawing at it, really. Another good chance for Egypt. Great skill on the ball by Temur Ismail. Just over 5 minutes remaining. The clock continues to tick down. AGAPHONOV. BELYI just ahead of him. Russia have made more substitutions. Only too aware that time is running out for them here. AGAPHONOV. Ismail with a footing. BELYI. Cleverly done by Kachchuk. Wasn't too far away. Kachchuk felt there that the challenge was a bit too firm. No free kick though. Egypt have the ball. They have the ball with their skipper, Temur Ismail. Ismail has lost out this time. Combined efforts of BELYI and Kachchuk too much for him. MALYSHEV. AGAPHONOV. Oh! He can certainly strike a ball well. Scored a fabulous goal in the first half. And Russia here need another goal. The Russians have been frustrated in their attempts to keep the flow of the game going. Egypt have called for a timeout. Egypt deciding that now is the time to try and maybe reassess their game plan to see if they can improve in any way at the back. They've been fairly solid in defence in this second half. For all their possession, Russia have been able to do very little with it. rather enjoying this. Egypt get the game going once more. MOHAMED, oh, fabulous skill from MOHAMED. That surely will settle it. What a fabulous goal. MOHAMED, one of the players of the tournament, there scoring one of the goals of the tournament. It's his second of the game, and it means that Egypt now have the 2-goal advantage. Terrific turn there. Did so well to deceive both MALYSHEV and Kachchuk. Look at that. And then he had the pace to go on, and he had the confidence to go on and to beat SAMOKHIN. It's Egypt 5, Russia 3. He's suggesting that it's time for a rest, it's time for a breather. His third goal at Futsal 2000. EREMENKO. Great save again. Nassif has played his part just as MOHAMED has. Terrific block there to deny ALEKBEROV. This is the reverse angle. He just has the ability to stand on the ball and to roll it around and to just have a look around to see where the defenders are. And once he turns, he's got the balance and the poise to go on at some speed. EREMENKO. Back come Russia again. EREMENKO once more. AGAPHONOV. KADER just trying to get his foot around the ball and to get it to safety. EREMENKO. Still Russia try and fight for the ball and to fight to get these goals back. We've seen a terrific match. Egypt led 2-0. EREMENKO pulled one back for Russia to make it 2-1. Egypt scored twice again to make it 4-1. Then Russia, the European champions, scored twice in the final minute of the first half to make it 4-3. But MOHAMED with that 5th goal may well have just given Egypt the breathing space which they wanted. Abdel. Samir Atiyah. Abdel once more. Abdul bundled off the ball there by Markin. Here's EREMENKO. Solid challenge on EREMENKO. Timeout has been called for the second time in this second half. This time it's the Russians. Coach just looking at his watch. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remain. The Egyptian supporters delighted with their team showing throughout these championships. Not long now. They just have to keep their concentration. They just have to continue playing in the way in which they did during the first half, and again after half-time, solid defence from Egypt in the second half. You sense that their coach, Haag, has learned from the mistakes of the first game they played at Futsal 2000, a game which Egypt should have won. Instead, they lost 5-3 against the Netherlands after dominating. They were guilty of some sloppy defending. They haven't been sloppy in defence here. The goals that Russia have scored have been good ones. But Egypt look at great force getting forward. We're all set to get underway once more. Closing games in this group are Egypt against Argentina, Brazil against Russia. And if it stays this way, Russia will have 3 points from 2 games. Egypt will have 3 points from 2 games, and they have to face Argentina in their final game, which you say, or would say, is the easier option. Russia against Brazil, now that is a different proposition. Another hold-up while some surface water is removed. Stadium staff and the boys who operate on the touchline have worked well during these championships to try and help to keep the game flowing. Egypt have the kick-in. EREMENKO dispossessed. Here comes Abdel, wonderful skills from Abdel, handball! EREMENKO has to go off. He has to go off. He appeals, but he had to go. A sensational end. Konstantin EREMENKO, the Russians' top player, their top goal scorer, is sent off. Well, he will now miss the game against Brazil, a game which could decide whether or not Russia make progress. A penalty for Egypt. It's YOUSSEF Mohammed, is it? It's Abdel who stepped forward, and it's Abdel who's made it 6-3. Said Abdel kisses in the direction of the Egyptian supporters on the far side. 6-3 now, and it's going horribly wrong for Russia. At least they've been able to bring another player on. Good penalty by Said Abdel. As soon as the goal is scored, the team with 4 players on the pitch are allowed to restore their numbers to 5. Abdel, he's had a fine tournament. 5 goals in these FIFA Futsal 2000 championships. It was Abdel who was breaking forward there for Egypt. Desperate measures felt necessary by EREMENKO. But EREMENKO has gone off, and a red card means that he faces a suspension. Russia will play Brazil in their final game. It's a benchmark of what we can expect. Argentina were beaten 7-1 by Russia, and it's Egypt against Argentina in the final match. It's Argentina versus Brazil next up here at El Domo. ALEKBEROV, AGAPHONOV, another good shot by AGAPHONOV, and it's been put in at the post by BELYI. No time for celebration for the Russians. Another fine shot by AGAPHONOV, but it was BELYI standing on the goal line who here will claim the goal. Great shot again, and it just seemed to clip BELYI's knee on the way in. Whatever, it's now 6-4. We're inside the final minute. Egypt will be only too aware that Russia scored 2 goals in the final minute of the first half. How will this one end up? It's been a magnificent performance by Egypt. It's been thrilling entertainment. Still, Russia press. Inside the last 30 seconds. Katchuk on the ball. Katchuk dispossessed. Too late now, surely, for the Russians. BELYI. More determined play by Samir. It's been a very disciplined performance, this, by Egypt. Here's the keeper out, SAMOKHIN. Another fine save by his opposite number though, Ayman Nazif. VERZIHNIKOV here to get the ball in play for Russia. It's too late now, the crowd are counting down the clock. The players on the Egyptian bench are on their feet, and now they can celebrate. Now they can celebrate, and how they'll celebrate. They're absolutely delighted. A famous win this for Egypt. Egypt, the only representatives from Africa in the final 16, and they've now created the shock of these championships. Who would have thought it? Russia, the European champions, beaten by Egypt. A developing force in world futsal. It was a magnificent night for Abdel. It was a magnificent night as well.